Spine Flexion Series. Lying down on your back in a hook lying position, knees bent, feet flat, begin pelvic tilt. Tuck your tailbone under, pressing your lower back down into the mat. Release, tuck, release, tuck. Every time you tuck the tailbone, you're flattening the lower back down into the mat. This creates lumbar flexion in each lumbar vertebra. Breathe. Do 10 reps total, posterior pelvic tilt. Press your lower back down and hold it there in posterior pelvic tilt. Hug your right knee into the chest. Avoid any pinching sensation in the joint. Just pull your knee in so you feel a little stretch in the lower back and the glute. Hold for 10 seconds. Release and switch sides. Left knee to chest. Tuck tailbone, flatten your lower back. Hold for 10 seconds. Release. Double knees to chest. Right knee, left knee, both come in, creating flexion in the lower back and the sacrum. You can gently pull in and release, pull in and release, or you can hold it in, and if it feels good to your lower back and to your hips and knees, you may lift your head up off of the mat, really rounding the spine and flexion. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds, breathe. Jackknife stretch. Place both knees above your chest with your hands under the crease of your knees. Draw your thighs in close and straighten your legs all the way up to the sky. Bend and straighten 5 times. Feeling a stretch through the lower back, the glutes, hamstrings and calves. Feeling the sciatic nerve lengthen. Hold that jackknife stretch all the way up at the top and flex and point your toes up and down, feeling your calf and shin muscles working more, stretching the nerves in the legs. Circle your feet around and reverse. Butterfly stretch. Bring the soles of your feet together. Draw your feet in close towards your chest. Breathe into the hips and the spine. Cross your right ankle over the left knee. Thread your right arm in between the legs and pull your left thigh into the chest. Use your right elbow to push your right knee away from you. This is called figure 4 stretch. You'll feel length in the glute, hamstring, outer thigh, inner thigh, and the lower back. Hold for 15 seconds. Switching sides, left ankle over the right knee, thread the left arm in between the legs, pull your right thigh into the chest and breathe. Release. After you've done these flexion stretches, you can begin core strengthening with a flexion bias. Begin with posterior pelvic tilt. Release into a little bit of anterior pelvic tilt. Tuck again, imprint. Arch again slightly. Tuck. Release just about 5%. Your lower back is almost flat on the ground, but there's just enough room to fit a little caper or a blueberry under your lower back. Poke your fingertips onto the right and left sides of your belly. Clear your throat. Cough. Huff. You should feel your lower transversus abdominis muscle tightening up. Maintain neutral spine. Maintain core bracing. Begin to march in place, lifting one knee up above your hip at a time. Tiptoeing through the motion, not allowing any movement through the spine or the pelvis. Activating deep muscles through the core and through the neck. Keep your chin slightly tucked down. Transition to hip release, feet on the ground, neutral spine, core bracing. Open the right knee out to the right side just a few inches and the left side out a few inches. Monitor that the opposite hip is not wobbling. You don't want to flop your knee out quick. You're trying to move your knee through its own resistance, tightening up your hip muscles and your leg muscles. 10 reps total. And relax. Stretch your right leg long on the mat, toes to shin, lock your knee. Tuck your tailbone under, flattening your back down into the mat. Lift your right leg up and down through resistance. Lift it to the height of your opposite knee. Keep bracing through the core abdominals and the lower back. Pelvic floor activation and respiratory diaphragm activation. Just means that you're breathing. 10 reps on the right leg. No movement through the rest of your spine. The rest of your body is quiet. Hug your right knee into the chest. Relax your belly, relax your hip, and breathe. Circle your hip around like a telescope. Switch, right foot down, left leg long on the mat. Tuck your tailbone under, brace your core, lock your left knee, toes to shin, tuck your chin. Lift your left leg up and down through thick molasses. 10 times. Maintaining neutral spine, neutral neck, belly lock, pelvic lock, chin lock. Last 2. Hug your left knee into the chest. Relax your hip, spine, and belly as you telescope your knee around one way and reverse. Feet on the ground, posterior pelvic tilt. Tuck the tailbone, flatten your back. D-shrug shoulders down the back. Lift your head and shoulders up off of the mat. Look right at your belly button and hold. Keep the chin tucked. As you lower your head back down onto the mat, again, curl up, way up, eyes on the belly. And lower. Curl up, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Curl up, way up, hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. Curl up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Nod your head right and left. Hug your knees into the chest. Knees bent, feet flat, arms down at your sides. Tuck your chin towards your throat. Tuck your tailbone, brace your core. Lift your head a millimeter above the mat. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Repeat. Chin lock, belly lock, pelvic lock, hover, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Tuck, brace, lift, hover, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Tuck, brace, lift, hover, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Last one. Tuck, brace, lift, hover, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, rest. Nod your head side to side, back and forth. Keep your spine neutral, roll like a log. Use your hand, elbow to press up and transition onto all fours. Flexion series continued. Round your spine, tuck chin and tailbone under into cat stretch. Inhale, find neutral. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, round. Inhale, neutral. Tuck toes forward, tuck tailbone under, rounding your spine. Lift both knees off the mat and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Repeat. Tuck, brace, lift, hover, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. One more. Tuck, brace, lift, hover, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Child's pose. Sit back, hips to heels, chest to thighs, forehead to the mat. Reaching your arms forward or back behind you. Breathe into your lower back. Breathe out. Rise up onto forearms. Round your spine out into cat stretch. Lift up into neutral. Round, cat. Neutral. Round it out into cat. Tuck your toes, lift your knees again. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Tuck, brace, lift, hover, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Tuck, brace, lift, hover, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Sit back, child's pose again. Walk hands right. Shift your hips to the left, opening the left side waist. Shift hips to the left. Shift hands to the left and hips to the right, opening the other side waist. Back to the center line. Have a seat on your bottom. Tuck your hands under the crease of your knees and exhale as you round your spine. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Draw the soles of your feet together. Split your knees wide into butterfly. Hinge forward, rounding your spine. Feeling a stretch through the hips and through the back. Releasing pressure off of the tailbone.